TGC Requiem here. Today we are playing blue-black Tezzeret. Having no idea what we're going up against, I think this is going to be pretty decent. So blue-black Tezzeret kind of leverages the power of Tezzeret, Agent of Bolas, and artifacts. Who doesn't love that? So if we were to play Ink Moth and activate it, that turns on Opal, but that doesn't really do anything for us. I'm just trying to think if we want to go into Talisman here. Or to Doomblade the Bird. So this should be able to set us up with a Hangerback Doomblade or Hangerback Jace turn next. So we've got 3 mana, 4 once we play the Hangerback. We know a land is coming off the top, we don't know what he has. So we got some Naya ramp deck. Definitely don't want to get into Ensnaring Bridge quite yet. So Ensnaring Bridge will help attacks. I just don't quite know at this point if they are going to be a Naya attacking ramp deck or if they are a I'm not sure if they're Naya attacking or if there's some sort of combo drain. Well, as they may hopefully soon find out, Jace is actually maybe one of the more mild threats in this deck. What do we got going on here? So I'm thinking this is Kiki Chord at this point, which means probably some sort of infinite combo. Definitely need Torpor Orb out of the side at this point. Shoot, now the cast I actually can't attack with Blink Moth. Should have run it out as a 4/4. Oh well. That's just a mistake. I haven't played the deck a bunch. This must be Chord of Calling. Probably gonna go get Kasali Pride Mage or something like that. Reclamation Sage, perhaps. Eternal Witness for Path. Restoration Angel, okay. So our goal here is to actually get a Tezzeret down and drain him of life. Another Restoration Angel there. Gonna get Eternal Witness now, and the Eternal Witness will get him his Chord of Calling back. Meanwhile, we are just flooding out on artifacts, which to some extent is okay, but we really need to get a Tezzeret. I think the missing piece at this point would just be Kiki, so he can probably chord for Kiki right now. One would think he could chord for Kiki. I probably didn't need to play the swamp there. Chord for 6, Kiki's 5. Yep, there he is, that's game. I'll just, in case you don't know, we'll let you see it once or twice. He's gonna bounce the, well, I was assuming he was gonna bounce the Restoration Angel. Oh, you know, so he's still in this, gotcha. He's still in this loop where he can't attack. Sorry, so Ensnaring Bridge is still holding him off from attacking. We're all out. So now he is looking for some sort of artifact removal. Assuming he's going to go get Chord here. I'm wondering if he has not brought... Does he not? You have to have some artifact removal, right? Usually Kasali Pride Mage or Reclamation Sage for enchantments and artifacts in this style of deck. There he is. So now our only chance at this point trying to think if we actually have any outs. If we can remove his Kiki Jiki, we stay alive for a little bit. Alright, so there's our Tez. Be really great if we get another ensnaring bridge, but that didn't work. So he's going to blow up the ensnaring bridge now. And now he has Kiki. We didn't have a way to remove Kiki, so that's game. What he'll do is he'll tap Kiki to bounce Restoration Angel. Restoration Angel will come down, bounce Kiki, or to copy Restoration Angel. He will then bounce Kiki. Kiki will come in upright, tap Restoration Angel to create a new one. Da 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 da. And then he'll attack for a whole bunch. We'll let you show it one more time. Yep. And there we go. And that's how we lose. So. Kind of flooded out there. That was one of my gripes with this deck before. I may have to work on this a little more. So I still wanted the explosive mana starts from this deck, but I think it waters it down a little too much. So, hey, look at the newest update, kept everything in CMC order. We're going to bring in Ashiok, we're going to bring in Languish, Consume the Meek seems good, Torpor Orb seems great, Pithing Needle, Grafdigger's Cage for sure, possibly Pithing Needle. So thinning down on some artifacts here for other types. Jace, Tez, Opal, Welding Jar. The other thing is, we're looking more for some of these artifacts that don't have abilities. In fact, Batterskull might not be that good here. Hangerback's probably worse. My assumption is he's going to bring in Stony Silence, which means Welding Jar itself's not that great. Opal was still got to keep for a quick start. Bring in Worm Coil. Chalice might be alright. So we're going to cut one Opal. I think we're good with that. So we're looking more for artifacts that are passive abilities than activated abilities, because we know Stony Silence is coming in, or we assume Stony Silence is coming in. That is a great start. Unfortunately, we are on the play here. I mean, that's fine, but that makes it sad. Yep, we'll keep this. Darksteel Citadel actually gets hit by Stony Silence as well. So let's get at least one pump out of it. And then we're going to Pithing Needle into probably Kasali Pride Mage. So I think we are probably going to start with a downtick to Tez, then uptick in Liliana. Although, let's see, we can consume the Meek right now. Yeah. So if we wait to let him cast one more turn, we get Consume the Meek. However, if he ends up flashing in, that becomes worse. So we could downtick here, but going to get another artifact right now puts the pressure on him attacking, which buys us time. Whereas if we downtick Darksteel, he may just Path to Exile it. So I think we go the other route. Because if he paths it, then Tezzeret just dies anyway. Snaring Bridge. So we're already up to 4 artifacts, which is a reasonable drain, but we're not going to kill ourselves over it, or kill our Tezzeret over it. That's painful. Really need another black source right now. Okay, so we could take Tezzeret to tag Darksteel Citadel. We still then can drop a second Tezzeret. In the meantime, I mean, that's pretty much our only out at this point. So we need another black source. Hopefully we can get another mana rock, even though we moved most of them out of here. Opal. That'll work. And Opal will allow us to consume the Meek, which puts us back on point. Just hoping in the meantime he doesn't have a path. There's the path. At least that gives us a black source so we can board wipe after this turn. Into Liliana, which is a reasonable threat of her own. The only way this could be any better is if he throws some other creature out there. And there's just no point in casting the Mox Opal right now. And okay. So he concedes out there. This time we're on the draw. I don't know that there's a whole lot I want to do different here. I'm still under the assumption he's going to Stony Silence. I mean, this is okay. Just a red spell. I don't know if that really offers a whole lot of value. What would I Chalice on? I don't think I want Chalice in here. We're going to bring one more Mana Rock back in. So I think we're good here, even though the colors are terrible. We're getting Ghost Quarter Relic. No. I guess worst case, yeah, no. We have to count on drawing into mana. I think we got a mulligan here. That works. Yep. Alright, so we're just hoping he doesn't throw down a Stony Silence, because if he does, our hand is pretty dead. Boo. Really looking for an upright black mana source right now. Power 2. Jace is good. So we're on 4 mana. We're really hurting for mana right now. I think, yeah, as much as it pains us, oh gosh, we gotta like Tezzeret into a creature that comes in tapped. We can Jace. We could Lily. I think right now we gotta put the Lily down. We can't put the Lily down, can we? Yes, we can. So we're basically trying to put the pressure on them to attack Lily. And hopefully that'll buy us time to do something else. Part of the goal is if we can minimize the hand, maybe Tezzeret can create a creature that sticks around. Trying to decide if he should ignore Liliana or not. Runs out a Kiki. And he runs a Sin Collector just to see what I got. I mean, he's hoping to get an instant, but or sorcery, but that's not what's there. Academy Ruins, that's better. Alright, so this allows us to at least Throw a 5/5 down. Bolas is going to die, but that may buy us some time. He has to choose which creature to sacrifice in the quest to kill the Tezzeret. It's an interesting thought. Oh no, it's the Tezzeret, right? I don't know. In the Marvel movies. The Avengers. This Kiki deck's pretty clever. Pretty cheeky. If it's a Restoration Angel, that's game. Oh, Chording for Resto? One, two, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Seems like he should be fine with that. He must have just tapped his green sources poorly. Yep, that's Restoration Angel, and that should be the game. So Kiki Chord, can't imagine that this was a match we do great in. But it was fun. It's a fun learning experience. Again, I'm pretty new to the deck. When I first started playing Modern 2 years ago, this was the first deck I picked up off Shuda Yasuka's list, and I proxied it up and tried to play it, but I was pretty new to Magic in general at the time, and definitely brand new to Modern, so there was a lot to try and win matches that way. But now that I'm more seasoned, it's kind of fun. Seems like something I would enjoy.